What is up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back with another prediction video. This week, I'm going to be breaking down UFC Vegas 70, Krylov versus Spann. It's a pretty good card. It's got some pretty good fights on it. Definitely better than the fights we've been having lately, so I'm actually looking forward to it. I have 5 super solid bets on this card. Everybody, though, if you haven't already, man, take the time to like and subscribe to this video, like my page, leave a comment. It helps the algorithm. Everybody, I got the Patreon and Discord going on. Link is in the description. They're getting my early bets. They're beating a ton of line movement. We got the Discord going. We got the live betting going. You get my top 10 best bets. It's $10 a month, $250 a week, and beating tons of line movement. They're about to have about 2 of my bets from UFC 285 already to beat a ton of line movement on them. So it's been fun. It's been going up for about like 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, and I got like 30 people, so I'm happy about that. Also got some really big news coming with some giveaways coming up in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be some shirts and some different gear I got going on, so everybody look out for that. We're going to do a quick recap of UFC Vegas 69, and then we're going to get right into these UFC Vegas 70 fight card. UFC Vegas 69. Sorry. As you see here, I went 3-2 on my bets for plus 2.9 units, which was nice because that was a pretty tough card to bet. 3 winning bets. I had Nazim Sadikov plus 2 units, and that was a good bet. I mean, it was a really, really close fight. He was probably down them 2 rounds before he got that cut, so I was super happy about that. Second winning bet was Carpenter Fletcher parlay plus 3 units on that, and that was easy money. I predicted them to both get submissions, and they both got submissions. Third winning bet was Blanchfield under 3.5 plus 2 units on that. And that fight was tough, man. It was tough to pick a side, so why not just pick both girls? My 2 losing bets, I had Jim Miller minus 1.6 units. I thought he won the fight. I don't care. I thought he won the first round and the third round. But, you know, close fight is what it is with the judges. And Hussein Ashkabab minus 2.5 units. And he just came out, looked like he had some nerves, was throwing just big, heavy heat, missing, gassed himself out. That brings my official bet, so 3-2 for plus 2.9 units, brings my official bet record to 193 and 136 for plus 70.35 units. And for 2023, I'm 14 and 11 for minus 5.45 units. We're going to get that back. That really comes down to the 7-unit swing that I lost on to Hugov, but we're going to get that back this week. We're definitely going to get that back this week. So, UFC 27 or UFC Vegas 70 it's a pretty good fight card, man. I mean, there's some decent fights that I'm actually looking forward to on it. Got some good solid bets. We'll get right into this, man. To the first fight on the card, we got Joe Solecki versus Carl Deaton III. Joe Solecki, he's getting Carl Deaton III. Joe Solecki, good wrestling, good jiu-jitsu, pretty good boxing, pretty good hooks. He can get caught when he's striking, though. He's really good at taking the back, standing up or on the ground. He can get the sub from the back easy, like he did with Thud Hubbard. He had that close loss, that really close decision loss to Jared Gordon that could have went either way, but you see he's constantly in grappling matches and all different kinds of stuff. He had that really close fight with Alex da Silva. I'm really not that high on Joe Solecki, but I'm even lower on Carl Deaton. Carl Deaton's short notice, usually 145-pounder. He's got a decent left hand. My bad. He's got a decent left hand. He's got decent leg kicks. He's got a decent overhand right, and he's got decent offensive and defensive grappling, but none of it's very good. He's low level. He's got a good record, but it's because he's been fighting low level guys on like in little casinos and stuff all over America. So I'm going to take Joe Solecki. I'll take him by 3rd round sub. I think that he just wears on the smaller guy the whole fight, and he'll get that 3rd round sub. But I'm not going to be betting that fight at all. Second fight. 1 second. Where did that? Second fight on the card. Where the heck is it? 1 second. Why am I not finding this, people? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm super tired. All right, Garrett, Armfield, Cowan. There it is. I'm not myself today. I'm tired, getting sick. All right, Erick Gonzalez versus Trevor Peek is the second fight. Erick Gonzalez, man, decent boxing, decent power. He's 14 and 7, 31 years old. Plus, he's currently sitting at plus 160 right now. 5'11" with the 75-inch reach. Trevor Peek's going to be the smaller guy, 7-0. He's currently sitting at -180, 5'9" with a 70-inch reach. Man, this is going to be a firefight while it lasts. Erick Gonzalez, he's got decent boxing with decent power, decent offensive wrestling, decent BJJ, pretty good power in both hands, but he's not all that durable. You've seen him get knocked out by Jim Miller. You've seen him get choked out by Terrence McKinney. I'm just not that impressed with him. He's decent like everywhere, but he's not great anywhere. And he's not all that durable. He doesn't really have any good wins in his career. He's got some decent losses, but no good wins. No good wins. The last 2 wins were over a guy 5-3, 6-5. Not impressed with him at all. Trevor Peek, man, is a wild man. If I could compare, he's got crazy power in his hands. He's crazy, and that gives him crazy part cardio and crazy strength, man. He's got such heavy hands. If I could compare his eyes and his craziness, I would go with Diego Sanchez, man. But Trevor Peek, this kid, not that technical, but he throws heat with everything. He's got good, powerful knees. He's got really nice takedown defense. Even if he gets taken down, he can get up. He's got good takedowns himself. He's got sick ground and pound. He's got crazy cardio and toughness. And when I say that, man, he looks like he slows down after the first round, but he keeps going because he's like a junkyard dog, and he will just go through it. And like I said, he has really heavy hands, man. When he hits guys, you can tell that it hurts him. You can hear it thud. He's got a win over Kama Worthy. He used to fight in the UFC, knocked him out in the first round. He's got that win over Malik Lewis on the Contender Series, man, was really nice because Malik Lewis is actually super tough, man. And I know there's a size disadvantage here, but I mean, Malik Lewis was like 6'1" or something crazy. Let's look at what he was. Malik Lewis, and I thought this kid was tough, 6 foot with a 76-inch reach. So he's actually 1 inch taller and 1 inch reach better than Erick Gonzalez, and I think he's way better than Erick Gonzalez. I think this fight's going to be fireworks from the beginning. I think both dudes are going to hit each other pretty good, but I think Trevor Peek's going to be better everywhere, and I think that Trevor Peek hits way, way harder, and he's way more durable, and he's going to have the cardio. So I'm going to take Trevor Peek, and I think he gets him out of there by KO. And if you watched my bets from last week, I dropped the bet Saturday before the fight started, and it has Carpenter and Trevor Peek was a parlay, and so I already hit the Carpenter part, the Clayton Carpenter part. So now I just got to hit Trevor Peek. So that's going to be a pretty easy win, man. I know it's going to be a dog fight, but I just don't see Trevor Peek getting put out. I see him putting out Erick Gonzalez in that first round or early second. Next fight, excuse me, is in the men's flyweight division. This is going to be one of the better fights on the card. We got Ode Osbourne versus Charles Johnson. Ode Osbourne's 11-5, currently sitting at +145. He's 31 years old. He's 5'7" with the 72-inch reach. Charles Johnson's 13-3, currently sitting at -160. The price, the line has been dropping. He's 5'9" with a 70-inch reach, so 2 inches taller with a 2-inch reach disadvantage. Ode Osbourne, man, this guy's explosive. KO power in his left and his right hook. He's got a straight left down the middle that is so fast. He's got a right hook that's crazy. He's finished 9 of his 11 wins, and 8 of them are in the first round. Good offensive and defensive wrestling. He has super fast and explosive boxing. He has really nice flying knees. He has really nice knees in the clinch. He's just a very tough and very well-rounded fighter. If there's a knock on him, he doesn't have the greatest fight IQ, as with the jumping knee with Tyson Nam. And his cardio, man, it goes way down in the third. Like CJ Vergara was throwing a beating on him in the third because he gassed and just got taken down and beaten up. Charles Johnson, man, he's been fighting everybody on short notice. He just beat Jimmy Flick on short notice. He's coming in here to fight on about 2 weeks short notice against Ode Osbourne. Had a good fight with Zogalskis. I thought he lost that fight. Got dominated by Makiev, but he's got some decent wins in his career. He's tall, long Muay Thai guy. He fights out of Tiger Muay Thai, trains there with Rafael Fazeev and them. Throws a lot of push kicks to the body, man. Excellent front and teep kicks to the body with a ton of volume with them. He almost uses it like a jab. He's got really fast boxing combos, really nice tie clinch knees. I think he might be able to use them here, being the taller guy. Great at switching stances and still throwing with power from either side with his kicks or his punches. And he's really good volume and cardio, man. He doesn't really finish anybody with a one-shot knockout, and that's usually what finishes Ode Osbourne is the one-shot stuff. But he's just got more volume and cardio, and I expect them first 2 rounds to be close, but I expect Charles Johnson to take over in that third and put a pretty decisive beating on Ode and seal the win. I did not bet that, though. I did want to bet Charles Johnson, especially as the line's closing, but I didn't bet that. I just stayed away from this fight. Next fight is in the women's flyweight division. We have Gabriella Fernandez versus Jasmine Jurevicius. Gabriella Fernandez, man, I was pretty impressed with what I seen for her. She's 8-1. Currently sitting at -130. She's 5'6" with a 67.5-inch reach. Jasmine Jurevicius is 7-2. She's currently sitting at +110. She's 5'7" with the 68-inch reach. So she's usually way bigger than girls at 125, and she's only got 1 inch of height and a half an inch of reach here over Gabrielle Fernandez. I'm pretty impressed with Gabrielle Fernandez, man. She has really nice kickboxing, really fast, powerful kicks, nice straight boxing combos. There's a lot to like about this girl. She's patient, but when she goes, man. She throws with heat, and she'll throw nice combos, but she can be patient in the pocket. Works the body and head well with kicks. Like, I like how she goes upstairs, downstairs, go back down to the legs, work it all the way up and down. Decent wrestling and grappling, but it's kind of a mystery. I've seen her taken down by lower level girls, but she has a good get up game, and she seems to be improving every time I've seen her fight. Just the bad thing was just seeing her held down here and there, but she gets up and gets the win, man. Very, very, very tough girl and big, and she's gonna have the advantage everywhere over Jasmine Jurevicius. She's got decent freestyle wrestling. It's not very good. It's like clinch wrestling. She's got decent striking, but she's not powerful. She's not really great anywhere. She's just very tough. She can take some damage. She's big. She can usually wear on girls like Kay Hansen, which that's not going to work here, man. I'm not impressed with Jasmine anywhere. Her wrestling is not going to work here. She's going to be way behind in the striking, man. If I bet women's MMA, which I think I need to start because I'm taking myself out of a lot of fights off the card, that I could be betting on. I would bet all over Fernandez. I would bet a lot on Fernandez, man. There's another girl too I would bet on coming up, but definitely bet Fernandez. I think she's going to be better everywhere. I don't think Jasmine gets her wrestling going at all. This next fight's going to be a banger at 155. We got Nurullo Aliev versus Rafael Alves. Nurullo is 8-0. He's currently sitting at -180. He's 5'10" with a 72-inch reach. Alves is 20-11. He's currently sitting at +160. He's 5'8" with a 68-inch reach. Man, this is just Nurullo, man. All he is a wrestler. He grapples. He's got pretty decent body lock takedowns, excellent top pressure pace, but he really doesn't even pass the guard. He doesn't use any jiu-jitsu. His striking isn't there. He's pretty active on the ground, but he's just not dangerous. He was dangerous. He looked dangerous on the Contender Series, but that was just because the guy he fought on the Contender Series was not good at all. Short replacement, not good guy. Only chain wrestles and lays and prays, man. I'm really not that impressed with him. I mean, he's only 23 years old. He's going to keep improving and improving, but it's going to be a super tough fight, man. Rafael Alves is so explosive, so dangerous. The shot he hit Diakese with, hit him with the power jab, hit him with the flying knee, sunk in right to the guillotine. That's dangerous stuff, man. He dropped Damir Ismagulov right off the bat. He got out wrestled in that match, but Damir Ismagulov is really, really good. Then he fought Drew Dober, and he cracked Drew Dober a couple times. Like the shots he had Drew Dober with, if he hits this dude with, this dude's done, man. I don't know. I just think that the Aliev, I seen him get put in a deep triangle for like a minute by this Krylov guy who's 9-2 at the time, but he's like 10-6 now. But dude, he almost got finished by that dude, and he still had to go the distance with that guy who is not very good. He puts himself in danger. He shoots him with his head down. I think Alves is going to get him here. I think Alves is either going to finish him on the feet and get like a club and sub like he did to Diakese, or I think he can hit a sub on the ground or a guillotine, man. I'm not Nurullo has great wrestling and all that, but I'm not impressed with his jiu-jitsu, and I'm not impressed with his striking. So if that's all he's going to do is wrestle you down, try to hold you down, Alves is going to be trying to finish you. So I'm not betting this, I don't think, but Rafael Alves, I'm taking him, and I'm going to take him by a guillotine choke. I think he slaps on that. His guillotine is nasty, dude, and I think he slaps on that guillotine and shows the young kid you got some stuff to work on still before you come to the UFC and just start taking over. Next fight is in the men's bantamweight division. We got Jose Johnson versus Garrett Armfield. Jose Johnson's 15-7, currently sitting at +135. He's 6 foot with a 74-inch reach. Garrett Armfield, 8-3, currently sitting at -160. He's 5'6" with a 70-inch reach. So Jose Johnson is going to have 6 inches of height and 4 inches of reach here, man. And that's huge in this fight. Jose Johnson, this dude's got crazy Muay Thai striking. He's got excellent front kicks. He's got really powerful striking, decent BJJ, really good sweeps, and he's dangerous with his jiu-jitsu. You've seen him get Mo Miller with that triangle choke, which was impressive because Mo Miller is very, very tough. Got caught by Martinez really quick off the bat, but he's got some decent wins. Rafael Costa, he was able to hit him with the elbow. That's the one where he hit the dude with the elbow and he goes face down and starts shaking. He's 14-3, man. Even after that elbow win, he's had 3 wins since then. I like Jose Johnson. I think he's gonna have the good striking. He's way more dangerous on the feet. Garrett Armfield, with him, all I've seen that he does, he has good boxing combinations. He really doesn't wrestle too much. He doesn't use offensive wrestling, and I think people think he's gonna come out here and out wrestle Jose, but he really doesn't. This Mateo Vogo dude tried to take him down the whole time, and in the first round he couldn't get Armfield down, and Armfield pieced him up a little bit on the feet. But man, once he in the second round they came out, and Armfield, because Armfield I thought was more of a grappler, but he's really not. The fights that I was watching, man, he was trying to keep the fight standing where he could stand and bang. And when he went to the ground with Onama, you seen him get choked out in the second round. He slowed down against Mateo Vogo and got choked out in the second round. He slowed down against Onama and got choked out in the second round. I think that Jose Johnson's better everywhere. I really don't think – I think Armfield has good boxing. Like I said, he has really good combos. He has decent power. He works the body with punches and knees, but pretty good takedown defense in that first round. But I just think that Jose Johnson's so much more dangerous every single place. I think he's more dangerous striking because he actually uses kicks. I think he's more dangerous in the BJJ because he actually uses submissions, sweeps, everything. So I'm taking Jose Johnson as the underdog there, man. 6 inches of height, 4 inches of reach, more dangerous standing and on the ground. Yeah, man, give me him. I'm not impressed with Garrett Armfield. I'm not really sure why he is why he's the favorite, man. This dude that Jose Johnson beat, Cartwright on the Contender Series, might be able to beat that dude. Cartwright was good 10-0 before that and had some wins over some really solid guys in Cage Warriors, man, like 9-3, 9-1, 15-6, 12-2, and he was finishing them guys. And Jose Johnson was able to beat him. I really like him. And that dude was an international wrestler for England. Give me Jose Johnson, man, and give me him for the win. Next fight is in the women's bantamweight division. We got Hailey Cowan versus Ailin Perez. Hailey Cowan is 7-2. She's currently sitting at -145. She's 5'8" with a 69.3-inch reach. Ailin Perez is 7-2, currently sitting at +120. She's 5'5" with a 66-inch reach. So you see Hailey Cowan's going to have a 3-inch height advantage and a 3-inch reach advantage. Hailey Cowan, man, good athletic, strong girl. She was a gymnast. You can tell she's in really good shape. She's a big girl, 5'8", 69-inch reach. She's got decent kickboxing with good long kickboxing. She's got a good clinch up against the cage. She's very strong. She can hold girls up against the cage, get some knees off and stuff. Very fast head kicks and side kicks. Good top pressure and ground and pound when she's on top. Unfortunately, most times she's on the bottom. She's got good toughness and cardio. Her only problem is she doesn't have the best ground game in the world, man. She's been submitted 2 different times. One of them times was just a little while ago, less than a year and a half, 2022, not even that long ago, like 15 months ago, she was submitted by a girl that was 1-2. This girl's hasn't been fighting MMA all that long. And she has good striking, like I said, and a decent ground game when she's on top. But man, when she's not on top, she's on the ground. She looks like a fish out of water. And Ailin Perez is going to put her on the ground. Ailin Perez has good wrestling. She has good ground and pound. She has pretty good striking. You've seen her hurt girls. You've seen her hurt Stephanie Edgar before she actually went in for the takedown and then ended up getting submitted a little bit after. But she's got some decent wins. This Tamaris Vidal girl is tough, man. You've seen she's the one that came in and put Ramona Pascal down with that flying knee, and she was beating up that girl. She didn't even need to illegally knee her in the head, and for some reason she still did and got disqualified, but she was winning that. I'm taking Ailin Perez here. If I bet women, I would bet Ailin Perez too. I think that she's going to be able to get this fight to the ground. I think that she's going to be able to get a submission in that first or second round. I think it's a big difference, and I think her striking is more than capable to stand with Hailey Cowan. So yeah, man, give me Ailin Perez, and I think that she gets the submission. She's better than these girls that's already been beating her. Next fight's in the men's 155-pound division. We got Jordan Leavitt versus Victor Martinez. Jordan Leavitt's 10-2, currently sitting at +105. He's 5'9" with a 71-inch reach. Victor Martinez is 13-4, currently sitting at -120. He's 5'8" with a 70-inch reach. Jordan Leavitt, not the best striking in the world. He does have really good leg kicks. excuse me, I wouldn't even say really good leg kicks. He's got decent leg kicks that he throws a lot. He's got pretty good wrestling, and he's got really, really, really good BJJ and pretty good cardio, and he comes out really hard in that first round. Victor Martinez, he's got good boxing. He's got really good boxing, really, really slick, fast hands, decent takedown defense, pretty good get-up game, throws a ton of volume. He's a black belt in BJJ, they say. Throws a ton of leg kicks, but I don't really like his BJJ. Every time he gets taken down, I've seen him in these lower-level fights. He even did it on the Ultimate Fighter or the Contender Series. And then he did it with this Nico Echeverry, where he would give up his back, man. He's fought low-level guys, but, I mean, he would give up his back on the way up to coming up and almost got submitted by this guy, and this guy is not very good. I do like his boxing. He's got decent power in his hands. He's very tough with very good cardio, but I think that this is a fade of Victor Martinez, man. I think Jordan Leavitt's going to be able to come out here and get that takedown. I think the first mistake Victor makes by giving up his back or whatever he gives up, I think Jordan Leavitt's going to take it. I'm going to take Jordan Leavitt by first or second round sub, and I even think he can win a decision if it comes down to, man. I kind of wanted to bet him, but I didn't end up betting him. Next fight is in the women's flyweight division. We got Tatiana, the return of Tatiana Suarez versus Montana De La Rosa. Tatiana Suarez is 8-0, currently sitting at -750. She's 32 years old. She's 5'5" with a 66-inch reach. Montana De La Rosa is 12-7-1. She's currently sitting at +540. She's 5'7" with a 68-inch reach. Man, we haven't seen Tatiana Suarez in 4 years. She's been out due to neck and knee injuries. Kept her out 4 years, and even earlier in her career, she was going to be an Olympic wrestler, and she was held out because she actually had cancer. Man, she was an Olympic hopeful in wrestling. Has phenomenal wrestling. Has awesome body lock, single leg, and hip toss takedown. She can do every kind of takedown in wrestling. Her BJJ is like Khabib, man. She wraps up the legs, she moves up the body, she just holds you down and is able to advance. She's got pretty decent ground and pound where she keeps busy. She can take you down one time and keep you down the whole round. Serviceable kickboxing. Her striking isn't that good, but it's not terrible. I mean, she can throw some kicks, she can throw some punches, but so many questions. This girl was going to be, in my mind, undoubtedly the strawweight champion of the world. She was going through girls, dominating them, man. She was big for flyweight, though. She was a lot bigger than all them girls. And in this fight, she's coming in against Montana De La Rosa, who's 2 inches taller with 2 inches of reach on her. And Montana De La Rosa is a wrestler by trade. She started wrestling. She grew up wrestling. She's turned that into some pretty slick kickboxing. Her striking's improved. She's got really good cardio, really good toughness. She's very strong in the clinch against the cage. She's got really good offensive and defensive jiu-jitsu. This fight's weird for me, man. I don't think that Tatiana Suarez should be that big of a favorite, period, because she's coming up. She's going to be the smaller girl where she's used to being the bigger girl at 115. I don't know if her wrestling is going to work that great against the bigger girl, Montana De La Rosa, who has a good clinch and good wrestling herself. I'm gonna take Tatiana Suarez because if she's even 80% of what she used to be, she's gonna get the win here. But I'm staying away from that, especially at the price and all that. I think Montana De La Rosa, even with a healthy, good Tatiana Suarez, still has a chance here, just being the bigger girl, man, and having the wrestling to keep it standing. She has the better striking. So it's weird. It's weird. I'm going to take Tatiana Suarez by decision. I really like the over in that fight. It's like -150 to go over 2.5. And I really like that because Montana De La Rosa doesn't get finished by anybody. And I don't think Tatiana Suarez, the smaller girl, comes in here, takes her down, and just finishes her. She's a pretty tough girl, man. Next fight is in the men's welterweight division. We got Mike Malott versus Yohan Lainesse. Mike Malott is 8-1-1, currently sitting at -220. He's 6'1" with the 73-inch reach. Yohan Lainesse is 9-1, currently sitting at +180. He's 30 years old, 6'1" with the 76-inch reach. So Lainesse is going to have a 3-inch reach. Everything else is pretty much the same. Mike Malott, man, there's not much. It's hard to say what you can say about him because he hasn't fought that much. He's only fought 4 times. 4 times you see going all the way back here in the last 6 years. And then the one times he has fought, in the last 3 years, 5 years, he took a little time off. Have been all quick wins. Solomon Renfro was a quick win. He was kind of getting busted up in that fight and then came back, got the win, got the rear naked choke. Got the quick finish on the contender series, showed you that he has a sick guillotine. He was taken down pretty easy and then hit the guillotine. And then he knocked out Mickey Gall in the first round. So we haven't really seen much of him, but we do know that he has decent get up game. He has really good power in both hands. And he can finish people. He's got good boxing combos. He's got an excellent jab and left hook. That's what he hit Mickey Gall with, was that really quick, clean left hook. Really opportunistic BJJ subs. Fight ending ability at any time, man. And then Yohan Lainesse is the same exact way. I actually like the knees in the clinch of Mike Malott too, but he's very hittable and he can be taken down. Yohan Lainesse, man, this dude throws freaking heat. Awkward, unconventional power striking. Really good power in his right hand, man. When he lands, it hurts people. He's got powerful leg kicks and decent offensive and defensive grappling. I think he's going to have the better offensive wrestling here. He may be able to land some takedowns, but I don't think any of that's going to matter. He has the horrible gas tank. He slows down badass after 1.5 rounds, but I don't even know if it makes it to that. Both these guys are finishers. Mike Malott has finished all of his wins, I believe, except one. He had a draw. Other than that, all his wins are in the first round. He just puts people out in the first round. And then he's also he's been put out in the first round, right? And then you go over here and you look at Yohan Lainesse. He finishes all his freaking people too. I think he has one decision. Let's see here. One decision, two decisions, all the rest first round, early second round knockouts. Pretty much first round. He has all first rounds with three. Another decision with Darian Weeks where he didn't do anything. I'm going to take Mike Malott to land a big punch at some point, but I have no faith in him. I have no faith in him or Lainesse. This is going to be like a sloppy slobber knocker fight to me. I think that it's going to go under. It should go under that 1.5, and I'm going to take Malott with the cleaner punching, man. His punches are much more technical and much more clean than Yohan Lainesse, and he's got a better gas tank, I'm going to assume, because Lionesse's gas tank's terrible, but that's a sketchy fight. Next fight is in the men's heavyweight division. We got Augusto Sakai, who is 15-5-1, currently sitting at -135. He's 31 years old, 6'3" with a 77-inch reach. Don'Tale Mayes is 9-4, currently sitting at +120. He's 6'6" with an 81-inch reach, so he's 3 inches taller with a 4-inch reach. Augusto Sakai, man, he's been on a tough run here, man. He's lost 4 in a row to really high-level competition. Alistair Overeem, who he was doing really good with. Jairzinho Rozenstruik, who he got caught with 1 second left in that first round, but otherwise that was a good fight. Tai Tuivasa, same thing, good fight. He just got caught early in that second round, man. But Tai Tuivasa, Jairzinho Rozenstruik, and Alistair Overeem are all crazy punchers and crazy fighters, man. These dudes are tough as hell, perennial top 10 guys. And then he got beat by Sergey Spivak, and he got almost to the end of the second round, where we just see what Spivak does to guys, man. He manhandles and ragdolls them and finishes them. And Sakai was able to get up 3 to 5 times and then just kept fighting. But man, Sergey just, he does what he does and drowns people. But you go back here, 2025, this was 2.5 years ago. He's got a win over Blagoy Ivanov, who's a beast, man. He's got a knockout over Marcin Tybura. He's got a win over Andre Arlovski. These are things that Don'Tale Mayes could never in his life even sniff to get to. He would never get to that. Don'Tale Mayes, he's really not that good, man. He's got pretty good long kickboxing. He's got nice front kicks and leg kicks, but they're not that powerful. He shows improved wrestling every fight, but like that's against Josh Parisian, man. Like he couldn't wrestle Hamdy. He got out wrestled by Hamdy. The dude wasn't even good, man. Good stepping knees and elbows. He's got fast with good movement for a big guy for the first round. He's got some decent spinning shit, but he's not that great. He doesn't have that much power. His best wins are Rocky Martinez and Josh Parisian, dude, and that was just terrible. To me, Augusto Sakai is on a whole nother level in striking and everything, man. If Don'Tale Mayes had fought Augusto Sakai's schedule in the UFC, he'd be 0-8. He would be 0-8. He would not be in the UFC. Augusto Sakai is 15-5. He's on a 4-fight lose streak. He was 15-1, and then he started fighting the best people in the world. I like him better everywhere than Don'Tale Mayes. Don'Tale Mayes ain't gonna wrestle Sakai down. Sakai was given Sergey Spivak trouble to get on getting takedowns at points in that fight and getting up. Dontel Mays ain't just going to keep taking him down. He's not Sergey Spivak. He's not D1 Dontel. Dontel is not that good. Augusto Sakai is going to tear up Dontel's front leg. He's going to tear up his lead leg with leg kicks. He's going to throw faster, crisper boxing, and he's going to have a better clinch up against the cage, man. I think that he tears up Dontel Mays' leg with leg kicks, and I think he's able to land the harder shots like he was able to do with Blagoy. I went back and watched that fight, and he's got more power and more knockout power like he did with Marcin Tybura. Marcin Tybura would take Dontel Mays down and beat him down, period. Give me Augusto Sakai as a slight favorite, and I think this is a level thing. I think that he is better than Dontel Mays everywhere, man. So give me Augusto Sakai to get that win and get back on track, and you know, this is a levels thing. Next fight is the co-main event, man. This is going to be so good. We got Andre Muniz versus Brandon Allen. Andre Muniz is 23-4, currently sitting at -230. He's 33 years old, 6'1" with a 78-inch reach. Brandon Allen is 20-5. He's 27 years old. He's 6'2" with a 75-inch reach. And man, this is going to be a great fight, man. Andre Muniz, good wrestling. He's got good trips and body lock takedowns where he'll just take your back standing. He's got world-class BJJ. Obviously, his arm bars and rear naked chokes are just ridiculously lethal. He's got 19 finishes out of his 23 wins, and 17 of them are subs with 2 KOs. His kickboxing ain't even that bad, man. He's got serviceable striking. You see him with Uriah Hall and Erick Anderson until he can get it to the ground where he can control him, man. And he's just lethal on the ground. You see here, he's got some nice finishes. Taylor Johnson, rear naked choke. He finished Babinski, finished, old, slightly washed Ronald Jakar Souza. But Erick Anderson, Uriah Hall, decent wins. This is going to be a very tough fight for him, I think, though, because Brandon Allen is a black belt in jiu-jitsu, pretty high level, man. He's pretty good at jiu-jitsu. I haven't seen anybody really, out jiu-jitsu the dude. He's got good wrestling. I think that he has the wrestling to keep this fight standing if he wants to, where he could box. And I don't know, man. I just think that he's not going to get tapped out by Muniz. I think Brandon Allen could win some of these wrestling exchanges too. He has really good wrestling of his own. He's got really good cardio and really good toughness. But I'm going to say that somehow Muniz, man, this guy just looks like he could be the truth. I'm going to say that he gets the decision here. I'm going to say that he gets some control time, takes the back of Brandon Allen, and has some control time, enough to get a grimy decision. But I don't think he should be as big of a favorite as he is, because I don't think he comes out here and just takes Brandon Allen down and submits him like it's nothing. Brandon Allen has good jiu-jitsu. I've seen, he's just choked out Krzysztof Jotko, who's a black belt. He choked him out. He did excellent with a couple of, I just had a brain fart, but yeah, Krzysztof Jotko, Kevin Holland, who's a black belt, not the greatest wrestler in the world, but he's usually got pretty good jiu-jitsu. He choked him unconscious back here, right here, rear naked choke. Tom Breeze, black belt in jiu-jitsu, was fine with him. Chris Dawkins, same thing, was fine with him, man. So I really like, I just don't think that freaking the odds should be where they're at. Munoz should not be -240, 250 to Brandon Allen. Not when, if it's going to be not when Brandon Allen probably has the better striking, and then maybe the wrestling to keep it standing the whole time. But if not, even if he gets taken down, he has the jiu-jitsu. So give me Andre Munoz by decision. No confidence at all, but I do like the over 1.5. I will tell you that. I like that a lot. And I believe it's sitting at -140, man. I think this goes over 1.5. Both them guys got some decisions in the last couple fights, like 3 out of 5 for them, or 2 out of 5 at least. Almost 50% are decisions. Main event time, everybody. It's in the men's 205-pound division. We got Nikita Krylov versus Ryan Spann. Nikita Krylov is 29-9, 30 years old, 6'3" with a 77.5-inch reach, fighting Ryan Spann, who's 21-7. He's currently sitting at +135. He's 31 years old, 6'5" with the 81.5-inch reach. So he's going to be 2 inches taller with the 4-inch reach advantage. Nikita Krylov, man, I really like him, dude. I don't care. I really like him. Excellent wrestling, excellent BJJ, really good striking, really good cardio, really good toughness. What else is there to say about this dude? He goes balls to the wall to finish people. He's super durable. He's good everywhere, man. Excellent kickboxing with power. You've seen against Gustafsson. You've seen him strike with Ostema and Volkan. Better yet, you've seen him take a beating and come back and win. The Paul Craig thing was stupid, but I think he just thought he could hang with him on the ground. He almost deaded Paul Craig about 5 times before that. Had a super tough fight with Aliev, was actually able to take him down and grapple with him for a while. Johnny Walker, that was an excellent back and forth grappling match. I really, really, really like Nikita Krylov. I think this guy can be fighting like for titles coming up just because he's so well-rounded, so tough. And at 205, these belts are going around like crazy, and this dude's super tough. He's so exciting. Ryan Spann, on the other hand, big dude. He's got really good. He's not even like a KO guy, but he does have good power in both hands, mainly, especially his left. But he kind of throws sloppy and kind of throws slow. That's why when he gets in big exchanges, he can get caught and finished too, like he did against Anthony Smith and Johnny Walker. You see, he's actually only got 6 wins by knockout and 12 wins by sub. He's got good jiu-jitsu. He's got pretty good wrestling and pretty good jiu-jitsu. He's just made of glass, man. He's got crazy power in his left hand. He's finished 18 out of his 21 wins, all in under 2 rounds. Underrated wrestling and submissions. Striking's not technical. He's got no chin. He's got no gas. Nikita Krylov has 29 wins. 27 of them are finishes. All finishes in the first or the second round. Finished in 7 of 9 of his losses. Ryan Spann's been finished in 5 of 7 of his losses. And I'm going to take Nikita Krylov. I'm going to take him by a first-round finish, man. Both of these guys, when they come out, if you watch their fights, Nikita Krylov from first second goes for the kill. Ryan Spann, same thing. If you go look at Ryan Spann, look, last fight finished in 1 minute and 20 seconds in the first round. Fight before that, 1 minute and 22 seconds first round. Fight before that, 3 minutes and 47 seconds first round. 1 minute of the first round. He comes out and he goes for the finish. He's got a bad gas tank and a bad chin, but he goes out and he goes for the finish, and it's either kill or be killed with him, and that's what's going to happen. Look, round 2, 2 minutes. Round 1, 2 minutes. That was a terrible fight, but he can be low output, but Nikita Krylov will not allow that. 1 minute, Emmanuel Sordi, first round, under 1 minute. Like, that's all it is, man. These dudes are going to come out. These dudes are going to fight and scrap, just like he did with Anthony Smith. And then Nikita Krylov is going to get the win and going to get the finish in the first round. I'm going to bet the under 1.5. I really like that. Ryan Spann, man, no gas, and he's got no chin. He's no gas, made of glass, man. And Nikita Krylov is the opposite of that. He's going to put a hurting on you standing or on the ground. He's got crazy gas, and he's got crazy submissions. But I'm going to cover both sides with that under, because both these guys are very, very dangerous. And one of them guys is going out in that first round. I'm telling you right now, this fight probably doesn't go over like 4 minutes, because just the way these guys go back and forth, it's going to go crazy. So that's going to be a super good fight, man. I appreciate everybody checking out this breakdown, man. I try to do it kind of fast. I haven't been feeling good lately. Changing the weather or something, man, and just working a lot. I've been super busy. That's why I'm late this week, because I had to do my anniversary stuff on Sunday, and just everything. But I appreciate everybody checking this out. We're going to win some more money. We're going to go on the win streak. We're going to finish out these last, 4, 5, 6 weeks of this run, of this 8-week stretch. We're going to finish it out with all wins. So I will have my official bets video out on Thursday. On Thursday or Friday, and then Thursday we will go live, me and Johnny K Picks on his channel. So I appreciate everybody checking this out, man, and I will see